Happy Saturday, September 6th, 2025. Get over, bro. Don't hit me. All right, there we go. He's looking down at his phone as I'm looking at the camera. Hey, beautiful day, nice and cool. Loving this weather. It's going to warm up a little bit. I'll be parked in a little bit, so all the wind. Yeah, I'm liking this fall weather. It's my favorite time of the year. We've got a big full moon coming up in, what, tomorrow night? I don't know, 7th? I'm not sure. Some kind of moon cycle, the finishing of the cycle. And then we start afresh. You know, we work toward the new moon and then new energies. So, worked a little bit out today with Dad to kind of drain some stuff out of the cabin, the girls' cabin. See how many girls are coming to Westwood here in a few weeks. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to everybody showing up. Do not have a public. I'll listen to this thing run a little bit. It's running a little bit better. The injector pump, not too bad. It's a little off. I can feel it. I'm gonna put the monitor on it. Yeah, I'll put the diagnostic on it. Maybe I can increase the injection quantity and get that fixed rather than opening that injector up again, that fuel pump, fuel injector, whatever you call it. What's it called? I don't know. Diesel injector pump. So no, this is running better. I still got to tear this dash apart. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. I'll probably change the oil in the Digibug today, get that going. I may change this again because, you know, like I said, it sat forever and stuff. Don't want to run it too long on the oil change. Get a new one in there and we should be up to snuff. 193,423 miles, baby. Man, this thing just sips the diesel. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, yeah, so we've got, had a great happy hour last night. Talked for a long time. Talked to Lisa for a long time. Always enjoy talking to the lovely Litecoin Lisa. And looking forward to her and Charlie coming to the event. Always a pleasure. Charlie's a great cook too, so you know, all of my endeavors to, but it's all healthy food. All of my endeavors to keep myself in shape. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna watch it. You know, put on a little bit of weight. Ate too much of that roast last night. Still scruffy. I think I'm keeping it. I just gotta learn how. I probably have to get a beard trimmer and learn how to trim it up. You know, to angle it down because it's a little patchy right here. Right here, you know, and get that going. See how it works, see how it turns out. If it doesn't annoy me too much, I think I'll keep it. And that's what I was saying the other day. I couldn't remember. You know, I was thanking Marky for sending a card. And Mark Weems, big shout out to you again, brother. You've been a big part of building this. And your generosity never ceases to amaze me. But I'm glad you enjoy being here. That's what this is for. I mean, that's what this is for. It's for everyone to enjoy a sanctuary. Actually, there's something in the works right now that's going to be pretty cool that somebody's working on, and I'll shout that out as soon as that's released. And it's a pretty neat deal. Kind of like it. Yeah, kind of a summation. You know, a little something Westwood. All right, so. I definitely looking forward to the meetup. I'm probably going to do, I talked a little bit, I did have a short space last night, you know, at the behest of Charlie G and Paulie P, and had a good talk with Parker, and, you know, just kind of got back into it. I haven't been doing spaces for a while. Just late nights. I don't want to be taking too much time, but no, I was sitting in the house and thought, oh, I'll start a little space and kind of reconnect and talk to people. And no, it was good conversations, and as always, I miss that energy. Love these people, love this community. Very, very blessed. So yeah, getting everything ready. May have a public meetup at the same time that I have the Westwood community gathering, and not sure where yet. I can do it last minute because, you know, it's not one of those things where you got to book it months in advance, you know, like you're booking a band or something. No, it's just, hey, how about a Friday from, you know, 4 to 6 p.m. We're going to have a meetup, you know, and people are good because, you know, everybody that comes is very, very generous, tip well, and take care of the staff, and, you know, buy a lot of stuff. So any local bar around here is going to be happy to have us. And so I'll post that on my website when that's available, clintwestwood.net, but it would be on Friday, October, let's see, October 3rd maybe? Friday, October 3rd, if that's what the date is. That Friday, the first Friday in October, is when we'll have have a live happy hour with the lovely Litecoin Lisa and me, live from a bar. Happy hour, baby, the road show. So yeah, look for that, clintwestwood.net for all the details. Yeah, beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day. Nice, cool breeze. Man, I love this weather. Shorts and flip-flops. I am good to go. Good working weather. Get outside and get some stuff done, which I am about to do. Thank you, everybody, for listening to me rant, listening to me talk for all these years. Can't believe it, you know, the journey that's taken place. Pretty magical journey. Very grateful, very thankful, very blessed. Can't say enough for everyone I've met. Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to a couple people, see if they're coming to the meetup, and it'll be a great time. I mean, it always is, and now more than ever, as energies shift and energies change, and we peel back all of the old selves and take a hard look at who we were up to this point and now who we are becoming. And I like the analogy somebody I saw use at one point. You know, you have two selves. One of them has to die. Got that old self that you look at, and that's what I've been doing. I've been carving pieces of myself off, killing off pieces of that old self that don't benefit me, that have not been conducive to a path going forward as we transition into this new awareness, I guess it is. And you see it all around you. You see everything changing, and you're wondering, what is going on? You know, we got troops going into Chicago. I mean, you know, troops going into D.C., New Orleans, and it's we're transitioning. I mean, we really are, and we've got two paths that we can take. We can take total digital enslavement, ruling by the few, or we can, at a grassroots level, choose not to participate that and choose to build communities. At the community level, the grassroots level, we can choose to take that path and participate in those things that are conducive to the health of that, where the people decide rather than elites at the top decide. These pale-faced vampires that live in ivory towers that want to suck your energy. And so that's kind of where we're at. Never before in history, well, known history, has there been technology in place that allows a few people to control every small action, all the minutia. You know, imagine a world where all the cars are electronic, pretty much there. All of them are self-driving, getting there. And all of it is controlled centrally through programming, through AI, through a mechanism to where you've lost total sovereignty. You are not free to move. You are not free to purchase. You are not free to do anything without permission. And we've been migrating to that point for years. When they implemented the monetary system in 1913, that was an enslavement system with the Federal Reserve, and they didn't have the technology to completely lock it down and control it. But now, 12 years later, you've got a system where the technology has advanced to such a degree, everything can be controlled. Through programmatically, it can be controlled. You will not be able to go to Costco without scanning your card, which they're doing now. And you will not be able to enter the doors at some point without scanning your card. And when you scan your card, it will be tied to some sort of social credit score, or what is your worth in society? What have you contributed? Are you allowed to enter the building? You won't even be able to get in. And I use Costco as an example because they just implemented, you just be able to walk in, you know, flash your card, walk in. Now, you know, they're implementing to where you scan your card and then, oh, this person entered, you know, there's a tracking of everything that you do. Tracking and tracing of every movement, every purchase, that will be implemented worldwide if we allow it. your car. If for some reason you're behind, your social credit score is too low, you're behind, you have a fine that you didn't pay. See, all this will get paid in real time, especially with digital money. You'll have digital accounts and it'll just get subtracted in real time. Went through the, I get bills in the mail from my daughter. She'll travel and, she'll go through tollways and, it gets unpaid and I get a letter in the mail. It says, well, you owe $65. Yeah, and so you pay it. But it will be done in real time to where you'll automatically have it deducted from your digital account. And if you don't have enough money in your digital account, like anything else, you're overdrawn, there will be penalties. I mean, hey, at some point, instead of, having massive tickets build up, your car may just take you to the police station without your will. When you hit a certain threshold, it may take you directly to the court or the governing body that collects the money, and then you'll have to figure it out at that point. Hey, you don't have any credits. What are you going to do to, make this right? And the doors will lock, and it'll take you where you want to go, and boom, the doors will open when you're at that location. And what are you going to do about it? Somebody's waiting for you. Probably a robot, RoboCop. So that's the kind of world and the level of control and complexity that we could be moving into. And to voluntarily, just roll slowly like that boiling frog, that water rolls around you until it's so hot that you can't get out. That's kind of the mechanism that I think is in place. And so realizing it is the most important thing. And then, okay, well, how do I not participate in that? How can I, at the local level, implement a barter system? You produce eggs, I produce beef, I produce vegetables, and you kind of create a mechanism, a way forward without, you look back to the past for how things were done. Might not be as efficient. However, look at the relationships that get built. You continually build out the community that way to where, oh, there's a need. Okay. And then that ecosystem, that microcosm, the free market will take place. Oh, we need garlic. Okay, well, I can grow garlic. And you start growing garlic. Oh, well, we need this and we don't have this. And so someone may step up and say, oh, well, I can produce that. And then they offer value to the community and they get some things, from other community members that are offering value, and everyone kind of gets what they need. And it's a symbiotic relationship. It's a real community. And start looking at things like that, even in a city. Build those relationships. People who have services, value, what they can offer, and meet those people and build out that network. It's very important instead of allowing centralization to take over. Hey, I'm not going to wait on the county to pick up, beer cans on a Saturday morning that got thrown out on Friday night from the ditch. It's like, well, I pay the county taxes and this and that to do it, and so they need to do it. Nah, you know what? Start breaking free from that mentality and just make right what is right in front of you. And that is pivotal, key in moving forward. You see something wrong, you see something broken, well, fix it. Leave it better than you found it. And don't be angry at that person that threw that beer cans out the window in the ditch. Just, realize they're not... they haven't ascended enough yet. But it's because if you project out your anger and your frustration onto someone else and blame them for things, you're just making yourself angrier. You got to let this stuff go. You really do. You got to move on. You're going to harbor that, and you're going to hold that energy with you. You don't want that kind of energy. You don't. It's not healthy for you. Let it go and realize they're on a different path, and at some point, and they wake up. But you can't you can't carry that burden. That's not for you to carry. You let it go and you do the right thing. And by doing the right thing, you put out better energy into the universe. Somebody may drive by and see you picking up the cans and like, you know what, I need to do that. Or I'm not going to throw that can out the window anymore because look, now I've created that work for somebody else, and that's not fair to that other person. You never know what impact you're going to have by putting out good energy and what that attracts, because it really does. What you put out into the universe is going to come back. And, if you're having a bad time, if you're thinking, man, why is all this stuff happening to me? You know what? look at what can I do good today? What can I do that benefits the world? What can I do that benefits and leaves things better than I found them? And when you do those things just kind of tend to work out. That's just the natural order of things. And so, focus on the good. Focus on what you can do. You don't have to save the world, but you do save the world in every action that you make. You change the world, and you can choose to make it better. You can choose to put out better energy. You can choose to put out the light. Put the light out there. And don't be an agent of darkness and just be angry and say, why is it this way? Well, make it better. Because you can make it better through every decision, every action, everything you do every day. You can make it better. And take life as a series of lessons to improve yourself. You can get angry at it. You can blame somebody else for something, or you can say, you know what? I'm not going to let that bother me. I've got my own life to live. I can put, good into the universe. I can put that out there. So why not do it? You're boundless. You have all this energy. Use it. I mean, you can think about it. If it's electricity, you can electrocute somebody with it, or you can produce something good out of it. You can create light, from a light bulb and make engines work and make things go. Choose how you use your energy. It's yours, and it's very, very powerful. There's so many things that you can do. You can make magic, and you can make things happen through your actions. And tomorrow will be better by what you do today. Quit looking to tomorrow and say, oh, it's going to get better. Things are going to work out. It's like, no, work it out today by doing the things you need to do today, because that will create tomorrow. And if enough people, and it doesn't take that many to do that, because you are a light, and people will see that light like a lighthouse. The boats will see that light in the darkness, and there is hope. And there's a sanctuary, there is a place, there is a way forward instead of just bouncing around on the waves. But if there's no light, and you're not that light, and who else is going to step up and do it? You be that light, because you are. Just do it. And you never know what kind of impact you're going to have on someone's life. You just don't. I've got a myriad of stories, many stories, to where I didn't realize I did anything out of the ordinary. And I'm responsible for some people getting married, believe it or not. And I didn't know it until after the fact. Got invited to the wedding. And I remember one person in particular, Steve, he said to me, the reason why I'm with Jennifer is that, because of you. And I'm like, what? He says, no, you gave me the confidence to ask her out. And I'm like, really? He says, no, you said, hey, I don't even know what I said, but something to the effect of, you know what? Just ask her out. Take that chance. And, he was nervous and this and that, and he ended up asking her out. They dated, ended up getting married, having a child. I don't even, and he looks back and says, I changed the course of his life. I didn't realize I was doing it. So you can do that in a good way or a bad way. I mean, if you, you put negative energy out there and, you criticize somebody and you beat them down, I mean, they may not be strong enough yet to, overcome that, and may carry that burden with them and think, I'm no good, I'm not pretty, I'm not this, I'm not that, because that person told me that. You don't want to do that. You want to put out the good energy and encourage people and lift people up, and you have no idea how much you may lift them up and how you have changed the world, changed their world and their path even. But that's what they wanted to do, and they might not have had the confidence, and you might be that person that was the catalyst that did it. So never underestimate the power that you have to shape the future of this world today. Just do it, and do it with good intentions, do it with goodwill, do it, just do it. All right. Off on my little tangents, but that's what it is. It's a wonderful Saturday. I was taking the car out for a test drive, and sounds a little bit better. I may make a few more tweaks to it, but constant improvement, trying to make things better, learning, whether it's a car, whether it's life, just learning and making adjustments and making changes and doing it with the best of intentions and trying to make the world better is, it changes the world. And if enough of us do it, everything changes. And the future becomes much, much brighter. All right. Hope you have a wonderful day. Really do. I love you all. It will be a few weeks. Check out clintwestwood.net. At the top, there's a big link about 2025 events. And I will post where the location is, but it looks like it will be Friday, October 3rd, if that's the date. But that first Friday in October, we will have a happy hour somewhere. And I hope to see you there and make it. You'll be around an amazing group of people who always come and always show up and are lights in this world. Be around that and resonate with that, and it can change your life in ways you don't even know. All right. I love you all. Have a wonderful Saturday. Trust yourselves. Trust your instincts. Trust your intuition. You are part of something far, far greater than you might realize. You are on a mission. You came here for a reason at this time, this critical time in history. And let's choose the right path going forward. All right? Let's be communities and grassroots and have it resonate from us and shape the world that we want to see. All right. Have a wonderful Saturday. Love you all.